Hi there. Something that we love to do here at Benzinga is to talk to executives from publicly and privately held companies. And we've got a great conversation here today with Jamie Pielock, who is the head of sales for EDX Markets. Jamie, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So much conversation is going around in the crypto space. I'm glad you and I get a chance to have this one-on-one. But before we get to look under the hood, give me a brief overview of what is it that your company does.
EDX Markets is a new digital asset market, which we launched with backing from Citadel Securities, Virtu Financial, Fidelity Digital Assets, Charles Schwab, and Sequoia Capital. Our goal is to introduce best practices from traditional finance into the cryptocurrency market. We believe that investors and traders in the digital asset market, the global digital asset market, should benefit from the same values and standards of competition, transparency, fairness, and safety that investors in traditional asset classes expect and enjoy, but often take for granted. So through EDX, we offer a non-custodial, high-performance marketplace coupled with a spot clearinghouse. EDX Clearing allows for all trading on EDX Markets to face a single counterparty with daily settlement on a netted basis. So this makes trading on EDX safer, faster, and more efficient.
Now, you just mentioned so many things that I want to dive into, but let's start with the fact that you are relatively new with the launch of your clearinghouse only a few months ago, I believe. How's it going so far?
It's been a very exciting period of growth since the launch of our clearinghouse in October. EDX members have now executed and cleared over 4.3 billion in total notional volume. In January alone, our members executed and cleared 2 billion in notional, and our February numbers are off to a great start. This speaks to the growth we're experiencing month over month. But what's evident is that there's real demand from both institutions and retail intermediaries for a centrally cleared market. We expect our membership and volumes to continue to grow, given the strength of our active pipeline and onboarding queue.
Yeah, I love the growth there month over month, the numbers you mentioned, especially with February being off to a great start. Let's talk about your competitors and what kind of gives you the edge, right? So how does EDX differ from some of the legacy crypto exchanges already out there? What's like the main value that you're hoping to bring to the marketplace?
I'd say there are 5 main things that differentiate us from our competition. First, we're focused on providing competitive pricing and deep liquidity through a pure market and clearinghouse model. EDX's members benefit from a competitive, non-custodial market without the need for bilateral trading agreements. Our customers can access every quote on our platform without having to pre-fund their trading and without EDX acting as their custodian. Secondly, EDX's model allows our members to store their crypto with their own chosen custodian. Again, our customers do not need to pre-fund trading accounts. This is compared to the pre-funded omnibus custody model of many existing vertically integrated crypto exchanges. Next, EDX significantly reduces counterparty credit and settlement risk for its members by functioning as a central counterparty. Customers who trade OTC face direct credit risk from multiple counterparties, and EDX helps to eliminate this. Furthermore, all trades matched on our marketplace settle through EDX clearing in a single net settlement process, which increases operational efficiency and reduces the upfront capital required to trade and settle. Our members' back offices only need to manage one counterparty to settle against rather than multiple daily settlements when trading OTC. And finally, our members benefit from aggregated all-to-all liquidity from some of the world's largest market makers. So what's important here is that we've stripped out potential conflicts of interest and have simultaneously layered in the risk mitigation and capital plus operational efficiencies that come with centralized clearing. This largely replicates the models used in traditional asset class execution and clearing.
Yeah, you gave 5 great advantages. My favorite one might be the last one when it comes to liquidity. And you mentioned risk, so I promise we'll get to that. But at the top of this interview, you talked about the big players that are backing you, right? So you've got your Citadel, you've got Fidelity, you've got Charles Schwab, Sequoia, and many others as well. What does it mean for you to be backed by such big names in this space?
It certainly means a lot from a financial and leadership perspective, but more importantly, it shows that traditional firms are interested in trading digital assets in a fair, transparent, and safe way. Their support in backing EDX shows that institutional grade technology and market structure is needed for digital asset trading. We've built EDX to offer many of the features prevalent in traditional asset class trading. This includes advanced risk management, fixed drop copies, the ability for market makers to co-locate for improved quoting, and a retail-only quote to provide retail platforms the most competitive price. The successful launch of our clearinghouse is again a testament to the institutional demand for increased post-trade efficiencies, namely the netting of settlement obligations while facing a single counterparty.
Now, I promised to get back to the risk aspect of it, so let me do just that. How does EDX return trust to the marketplace, especially with y'all being new and especially after what we all lived through in terms of FTX?
Trust is a big part of our ethos and vision. We've specifically structured EDX to not engage in conflicting businesses such as custody, direct retail services like trading, or prime brokerage and lending services. These are products and services you often see at crypto exchanges. The problem is that offering, say, markets, custody, and lending all under one roof can lead to conflicts of interest. FTX being the biggest example of what can go wrong with this type of business structure. Additionally, the foundation of our clearinghouse is a default fund. Unlike settlement networks or OTC trading, EDX has added an additional layer of protection for its members. We have capitalized a default fund that is available throughout our daily settlement process in the event that any of our members default on their settlement obligation. This ensures a smooth settlement within our own ecosystem. And these are just some of the specifics that we've been extra thoughtful about in context of where the crypto trading landscape can mature and bring trust and protections back to the market.
I'm glad that I'm glad to hear that there's a plan B, C, and D in case something goes wrong. But you talked about the impressive month over month numbers. Let's talk about the rest of 2024, because you had a recent announcement of your Series B funding and your international expansion as well. What's down the pipeline? What can I expect for the remainder of 2024?
We continue to be focused on capturing market share through our US-based spot business. We also see opportunities internationally to add new products and new assets for trading that we can't currently list in the US. This means a spot market with a more extensive list of tokens and expanding into derivatives, such as perpetual futures contracts. We will base the international operation in Singapore. Singapore is a leading hub for crypto already. It's known for thoughtful regulation and has an active crypto community. Our Series B was raised with this initiative at its core. We believe there's strong demand in Asia and beyond for EDX's market model, which is focused on competition, transparency, fairness, and efficiency. And we're really looking forward to this next phase of growth.
Well, hey, you've got the month over month impressive numbers. You're backed by big players like Charles Schwab, Citadel, Fidelity, and Sequoia, and many others. Thank you so much for the conversation. That is Jamie Pielock, who's the head of sales at EDX Markets.
Thank you.